are you? Thank you again for being here. I really appreciate you tuning in. I want to thank you honestly for making the time and listening to our videos. I honestly appreciate it. I want to remind you that we are still running the promotions in our website. Please visit our website. As you can see, it's on top of my head. You can see it. Please click on it. Take advantage of the courses, take advantage of the sessions, take advantage of the prices. Right now, because of the holiday season, we're running special. So please look into it and take advantage of what's going on in our website. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook page. We have a Christian Facebook page, and also to our Instagram, and subscribe to this channel, which I think you already have. If you haven't, you know what to do. So please do so. Hey, thank you again. My main objective here is to work with you, to make you and help you. I'm sorry, become a better person, to help you become a better Christian, a better person, a better husband, a better wife, a better son, a better daughter, whatever it is, the role that you play in your life and that you need help or assistance with. I want to let you know that you're not by yourself. I am here to help you. My main goal is to assist you and walk the walk with you. And that is what a life coach does. And as a Christian life coach, I've been in this ministry for the past 12 years. And that's really what I want to do. I want to concentrate in helping you and become a better version of yourself. That is my main objective. So again, thank you for tuning in. Hey, listen, I want to do a quick video today. It won't be that long. So just hang in there and listen to it for a minute. I've been having a lot of conversations with couples regarding either the husband or the wife not admitting to their mistakes, or not realizing that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to come to your significant other and tell them, hey, listen, I made a mistake. I am sorry. So today's topic is, it's okay to say I'm sorry. And sometimes it's very hard for both, either wife or husband, boyfriend or girlfriend, to say I'm sorry. I think that's one of the hardest things sometimes to say to someone else, especially to a significant other. Last week, I think we talked about having and changing our perspective on seeing our partner, whether wife or husband, as a friend and not as an enemy or as a rival. So today I just want to talk about, once we make that change, once we switch to seeing our significant other, our wife or husband, as a friend and not as a rival, the other thing that we have to be considering now is admitting to our mistakes, admitting that I will make mistakes, admitting that I am not perfect, admitting that, hey, let me grow from this incident. Let us grow as a couple. Let me grow as a husband. Let me grow as a wife. And let us grow as a couple. How can we learn from what just happened? And by that, I mean, there are some things in our relationships that it will take a little longer to perhaps come to a realization and say, I'm sorry. But saying I'm sorry is not bad at all. I don't want you to think or relate that there is a relationship where no one does wrong and everything goes well, because it doesn't exist. It will be very hypocritical of me to sit here and tell you that I have a perfect relationship. I don't. And the reason why I want to tell you that is because every relationship has problems. Every relationship will have phases where things are good, and then there will be bad things, and there's going to be good things, and there's going to be bad things. So it could be a roller coaster. But the main objective here of what I want to let you know today, is that I want you to learn to navigate those situations. I want you to learn to navigate those issues, and don't concentrate on the problem, but rather concentrate on how can we learn and grow from this incident. And one of the things we can do, honestly, is really admitting to ourselves, one, that I've made a mistake, and two, to my significant other, telling her or telling him I'm sorry. It's not bad. You're not a bad person. You're not a bad wife or a bad husband or a bad boyfriend or a bad girlfriend. No, not at all. Admitting that you've made mistakes is human. It is human nature for us to make mistakes. And we'll address something else when we intentionally do something to hurt the relationship. And that's a whole different ballgame. But we'll address that later on. But tonight I just want to concentrate on the fact that it's okay to say I'm sorry. And it's very hard sometimes. It's very hard because I don't want to come or look like the one who's always messing up, who's always making the mistakes, who's always screwing things up, who's always whether it's her or I'm always telling her, I told you so. So I want us to think about this. When I've made a mistake in my relationship, whether that's whatever that might be, and I'm not going to concentrate in a specific area, but whatever that might be in the relationship, it's okay to say I'm sorry. One of the best things to do, we have to let our ego go and realize that it's okay for me to say I'm sorry. And let's learn from this. It's okay for me. Sometimes my ego and my pride are my worst enemy. And I think by now we know that. My ego and my pride are my worst enemies. So I have to be the bigger person and let the ego go and let go of the situation and realize that, hey, you know what? I've made a mistake. I'm sorry. How can we work this out? Now, when I'm saying I'm sorry to my wife or to my husband, I do want us to think about this. Do mean it. And when you do say I'm sorry, that means stop doing whatever mistake you've done, clean it up, amend it, and move on. Because if you say I'm sorry and then 2 weeks later on you continue to do the same thing, then you're not really sorry. So I want us to think about that as well as we move forward. But sometimes we have a hard time saying I'm sorry to our significant other because we don't want to look like the bad guy. We don't want to look like the bad girl. We want to kind of uphold this perception, or we want people to look at us in a different manner. But listen, it's not weakness to make mistakes. It's not of weakness, to say I'm sorry. We have to be able to feel comfortable and vulnerable with our significant other and be the bigger person and say, I'm sorry, you are right, I made a mistake. How can we learn from this? How can we as a couple, how can you and I as a couple not grow from this? What's the lesson here? So do not concentrate much on the actual incident or the negative behavior, if you would, but concentrate on the opportunity to learn and grow from it, which is the main objective here. I want you to grow from mistakes. I want you to learn the lesson and not concentrate much on why is it that you continue to do X or Y mistake, but hey, let me learn the lesson, stop that behavior, and grow from it as a couple. Obviously, as a person, as a husband, as a wife, whoever it's the one who's doing the wrong. And then as a couple, how can we grow from this and perhaps make the relationship, enhance the relationship better, rather than continue to go back and forth with the same mistake? So I want you to think about this for 1 minute. It's perfectly fine to say, I'm sorry. Do not be afraid to say, I'm sorry. If you've made a mistake in the relationship, whatever that might be, whether that's spending, whether that's verbally, whether that's emotionally, whatever that might be, please come clean to your significant other. Be honest, be vulnerable, admit your mistake, talk about it, let her or him know, and now develop a plan where you're not going to continue to do that behavior, whatever that might be. And now we have to grow from it personally and as a couple. So the main objective here is for you to say, I'm sorry, realize that you've done something wrong, but now how can I grow from this? How can a relationship become stronger rather than weaker because of what I just did? How can we move forward? And that way would be, and that one of those ways would be stopping the behavior immediately once you confess to your significant other, whatever that might be, and also coming to an agreement, a plan as a couple together for you to be accountable for each other, with each other. So it is hard sometimes because we don't want to say I'm sorry because we believe, hey, she's not going to find out, or he's not going to find out, or hey, if it's not affecting the relationship, why even mention about it? I want you to have this in mind. Everything that we do in the dark comes into light. So there is no secret. Eventually she will find out. Eventually he will find out. So I would suggest, and I would rather say it to you, admit that you've done a mistake, admit that you've done wrong. It's perfectly fine. Come forward, express what happened, confess what took place, change that behavior, apologize, mean it, stop that behavior, and move forward. So I know it's a lot going on here, but I want you to think about it. I know it's hard and it's not something that you're going to start doing immediately tomorrow, but I want you to realize that it is okay to say sorry. Believe me, relationships have gotten to a better place after someone has come forward to apologize for whatever that might be. And it might be something very simple. I'm not even talking about a huge or major wrongdoing in a relationship. I'm really talking about small things that sometimes we don't apologize for in the relationship, small things that we think don't matter. Eventually, those small things continue to grow. Eventually, those small things become the huge problem, become the huge situation where now we find ourselves in a bigger problem than what it would have been had I say I'm sorry, had I come forward and apologize, had I confessed to her a situation, a problem, or a need, or a void, whatever that might be in the relationship. So please, 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 it is perfectly fine to say I'm sorry. It's perfectly fine to find the time and the space for you to apologize for any wrongdoing you've done in the relationship. You're not a bad person. It's about you learning to grow, you learning one from the mistakes you've made and growing from that situation so you can become a better person, one yourself, and also a better couple, a better partnership, a better husband, a better wife, a better relationship overall, and healthier, where it's perfectly fine say I'm sorry. The problem here is that sometimes our ego and our pride won't let us say I'm sorry, and we continue to move on believing that I'm right, she doesn't have to know, or he's right, she doesn't have to know, and vice versa. So please, let's just change our attitude, let's change our mindset in the relationship, and be comfortable saying I'm sorry, be comfortable meaning what you say, be comfortable changing that behavior, stopping whatever that behavior is, and learn from it. So the purpose of saying I'm sorry is for you to learn the lesson, and for you to learn to grow, one, individually, and two, as a couple, for the better of the relationship. Does it make sense? I know it's a lot to think about. Let it sit for a minute. Think about it, process it, meditate, pray, and then act on it. So I want to hear you saying, I'm sorry, next time you do something wrong to your significant other, whatever that small mistake might be, just apologize and get into a habit of apologizing and being the bigger and better person and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It's my error, my bad, whatever it is that you say to your significant other, it's perfectly fine. It will develop something inside you to start becoming clean and start becoming forward with whatever that might be in the relationship. So once again, thank you for watching. It's okay to say I'm sorry. Please, please start apologizing. Apologize and mean it when you apologize. Change the behavior, learn from the mistake, learn the lesson, and move forward to become a better person and for the better of the relationship. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you once again. Thank you for, I'm forever grateful for what you do here, tuning in to listen to my videos. So thank you. Please, 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 please go back to the website. Check us out in YouTube. Check us out in Facebook. Check us out in Instagram. Again, do not forget here, the main purpose of this channel is for you to grow also spiritually. So please stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. Continue to pray. And don't forget, God loves you. Take care. See you soon.